We are starting.
It's almost in terms of something you can be birthed, but you have to pay attention to it. And the ego is so heavy on it and ready.
All right, we're getting started.
Hi, big boy. Pete, say hello. Hi, I'm big boy. I'm Pete. I am Pete. I am Pete.
It's my big man. All right, guys, so we're gonna do our class. The props that you will need are a sturdy block, like my cork one here, or something similar to that. I'm gonna adjust this camera here. Hold on. Realize this is, yeah, that's better. All right, so a sturdy block or something similar, maybe a couple of stacks of books, a couple of phone blocks together will work also, but a narrow, thin block might not be the best. If you have a rolled up mat like I do, like or if you've gotten yourself one in the past week or so, or you've worked yourself, this will also kind of work to sit on because we're going to be doing bridge over a prop, and you'll definitely need the sturdy support for that, with some options for half virasana. What else do we need? Maybe need a strap. I'll cue a strap. If I don't need one, but I know that a lot of us have some shoulder stuff, so maybe you want a belt or a scarf or something like that to help you when we come into Archer. We'll do some shoulder shrugs. So let's do it. I'm excited. I'm feeling a little all over the place today. How about you guys? Right? I kind of think I was pre-feeling this last night during the class that I did for the movement and meditation class. And so we'll continue working with the theme of yesterday's class, which was to kind of observe the roaming emotions and the roaming that's happening maybe in your being right now. And just use your breath to anchor and to come back and to allow, as we work through today's practice, to allow ourselves to roam and to notice what comes up behind the meandering. And to allow that to simply be, and to use the breath as a way to explore that emotional backdrop behind what's going on physically. So as we breathe today, when the breath gets restricted or feels limited or is bumping up against a boundary, notice the emotion that's actually behind that, where in the body that's happening, and what might be the larger story, and then just notice the story rather than get invested in it. We'll get to that. Come into Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together. I'm going to keep my sparkles on for a little while. I love my sparkly sunrise. We're going to do a 10, 10, 10 breath pattern today. If 10 is too much for you, pick a number that is appropriate for you, that keeps you in that state of curiosity rather than struggle. All right. So we'll do 10 inhalations, 10 on a hold. We'll breathe out for 10, and then we'll hold Uddiyana for 10. All right. So Uddiyana means the belly flies up. So bring the hands behind you into that chest opener position with the fingertips on the floor. Anchor the feet together, spread through the toes, spread through the soles of the feet. Plant the fingertips on the floor, draw the shoulders back and slightly down. Exhale if you need to. And inhale to a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Bring the hands in front of you in stage 2 wrist stretches, fingertips to shins, and exhale out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted in the chest, tuck the chin. Pull belly back. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peel the hands away from the floor, come back to chest opener. We'll do this sequence 3 more times. Exhale if you need to. Inhale to 10. I'm gonna let you keep your own count. Holding when you've reached the top of your count. Hands come forward, stage 2 wrist position. Exhaling 10. Keep the breath out. Pull low belly back to spine for 10. Final round, hands in chest opening position. Inhale to your count. Holding when you're at the top. Exhaling forward, stage 2 wrist stretch position. Keep breath out, pull low belly back to spine. Push the feet together, keep the feet active. Let the belly muscles go, inhale to sit up. Stay in your Baddha Konasana position, take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. And forward to fold to any degree. Maybe you use your block or whatever prop to rest the forehead. So you can stay in that sensation of curiosity about where the breath is bumping up against boundaries, restrictions, emotionally, mentally, or physically. Continue to stretch the breath through the torso. And when you do bump up against anything uncomfortable, just allow there to be ease around that place. Gentle attention, and again, curiosity rather than judgment, as I described yesterday. Place the hands to the floor and use the hands to help the torso back up. Use hands to help the knees back together. And come onto the back. Let's work elbow to knee, and then we'll use traction. Or a practice called Brolga, actually. So watch me first for the Brolga piece. And here's where I must go, sans sparkly slippers. So with Brolga, we come into the pose in a tree position. If you know tree, it's the foot to the inner thigh. Using the thigh to traction the thigh bone out of the pelvis. Looks like this. So it's a variation on elbow to knee, which we know. Watch first. Inhale, spread the toes, tuck the tailbone, getting the back flat. Exhale, lift shoulders up, reach one leg to the ceiling, bringing the opposite leg to inner thigh. You can keep the hand on the foot. Inhale into low back. Exhale, use the foot to traction the thigh bone forward and up, holding low belly down. Notice I'm not using my shoulders. All right? We'll get there. Let's do some elbow to knee first. Starting with feet on the floor, we'll do basic first, so everybody has a place to work, right? And this is where you can continue working, even when we work in Broga, right? You can just keep the foot on the floor and bring the opposite foot to inner thigh. Choices, always a good thing to have. Take a deep breath in. Interlace hands behind the head if they're not already there, and spread the toes. Exhale, lift the shoulders up if they're down, reach right leg forward. Pause here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, turn elbows towards the left thigh. Pull the low belly down and reach forward through right heel. Inhale, lay shoulders down. Bring foot to floor. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Get the back flat. Spread the toes. Exhale, lift shoulders up. Reach the left leg forward. Pause. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, turn elbows to the right knee, pull the low belly down and extend forward. Really push to the left heel and pull low belly down again. Inhale, lay shoulders down. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up, spread the toes. Exhale, lift shoulders up, reach right leg forward, push to the heel. Pull low belly down and turn elbows to the left knee. Pull belly down again. Inhale, lower the shoulders, come back to center. We're using a one-off breath here. Curl tailbone up, get back flat. Exhale, lift shoulders up, reach left leg forward, turn elbows right, pull low belly down, extend the left heel. Stay up with the shoulders if you can. Lift feet off the floor for stage 2. Take a deep breath in if you haven't already. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, reach right leg forward, turn elbows left, pull the low belly down. You can still work the feet up and down, shoulders up and down here, right? Take a deep breath in, come back to center, hold the breath. Curl tailbone up, get your back flat. Spread your toes. Exhale, reach elbows to the right, extend left leg forward, pull low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath, curl, tailbone up. Flatten the back. Exhale, reach right leg forward, turn elbows left, pull the low belly down. Pull the low belly down again and tuck the tailbone and reach right leg again. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, extend left leg forward, turn elbows right, pull low belly down, get the back flat as you can. Get the back of the rib cage on the floor. Reach with the left leg. We'll do one more to each side. Go at your own pace. When you're finished, bring both feet to the floor, shoulders down, feet down. We'll work Broga next. Broga is apparently a bird in Australia. So it was created by Anna's husband, Jose, and based on this bird. Very flamingo-like. They stand in the water with one leg so they can catch fish. I don't know, we have to look it up. Let's go to Google University. All right, let's do some roll-up. I'll show you the feet down version first so you can feel comfortable staying there, and then we'll move to the opposite, the advanced variation. Interlace hands behind the head. Take a deep breath in, spread the toes, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, bring the left foot to the right inner thigh. Pause, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the shoulders up, Pull the low belly down and use the left foot to traction the right thigh bone out of the hip. Inhale, shoulders down, left foot down. Spread the toes. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, bring right foot to left inner thigh. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, curl the tailbone up. Use right heel to traction the thigh bone. Pull the low belly down again. If you can stay up in the shoulders for the advanced version, go for it. Keep your feet up off the floor. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, reach right leg to ceiling. Bring left foot to inner thigh, everybody. Pull low belly down. Pause here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, for those of you on the floor, lift your shoulders up if you can. Everybody, use the left foot on the thigh to traction right thigh up. Pull low belly down again. Inhale, come back to center. Lower your shoulders if you need to. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Flatten the back. Exhale, reach left leg to ceiling. Those of you who are doing that, everybody bring right foot to inner thigh. Pause, breathe here, get the back flat, curl tailbone a second time. Exhale, use right thigh to push the thigh bone forward and up, pull the low belly down. Let's do one more to each side. Inhale, come back to center so we can really get this. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up, bring left foot to inner thigh. Inhale, reach right leg to ceiling. Exhale, pull low belly down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, use the left foot to move right thigh forward and up, pull low belly down. Inhale, knees bent, come back to center. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, reach left leg to ceiling. Bring right foot to left inner thigh. Breathe deeply now. Exhale. Push right foot on thigh, pull low belly down. Push the thigh again, pull low belly down again. Inhale, lower the foot, lower both feet, and take a deep breath in. All right. The nice thing about abdominals is if you're all over the place emotionally, mentally, what have you, it gets you pretty clear really fast. All right, let's come into bridge pose. Make sure you have your sturdy prop. Bring feet to your buttocks. Slightly graze the backs of the heels. Spread the toes. Take a deep breath in. Anchor the heels firmly down. Exhale, use those heels to push the legs up, lift the buttocks, come into your shape. Spread the toes even more. Where in your bridge does the breath not feel clear? Or don't you feel that clarity? Like Goldilocks, where does it not feel just right? And see if you can just let yourself feel it. Rather than create a story about it, like, oh, it's always like this, or why can't I never do, or why are we doing this? Take a deep breath in. Anchor down through the heels. Lift the hips a little more as you exhale. Grab your prop and place it on the highest side possible for you to work today. Take it where you need it, right? Where you can stay curious, no judgment. Walk the left foot closer to the midline of the body and push it firmly against the floor. Half Virasana. Inhale, start knee to chest. Bring the right thigh into the chest and just lightly hold the back of the thigh. Expand the breath in the pelvis. and push the right buttock slightly forward. Anchor down through the left heel a bit more. You may stay here, pushing the right buttock forward and pushing the left foot down and making this your pose. Otherwise, coming into half virasana, grab a hold of the front of the right ankle and then use the hand to bring the right foot down to the floor, tops of the toenails, or just the tops of the toes or the toenail side of the foot on the floor. If that's too much on your foot, you can curl the toes under and push through the ball of the foot. No matter whether you've got knee to chest or are working some variation on half vira, continue to anchor the left foot against the floor. And use your breath to notice the secondary areas where you're holding on for dear life here. And be willing to come to a place in this pose where you actually like it rather than are forcing yourself into it. We'll take 2 more breaths. You have time to work that out. To come out of the pose, gently unwind. Just slide the toenails on the floor or the foot to bring that knee back over the chest. And then exhale, place right foot on the floor. Now get active through the right foot and inhale, left knee to chest. This is a different side of the body. Observe that. Be curious about what this side wants to do or doesn't want to do. And work with it. Start by pushing the left hip forward and anchoring through the right heel. Is this really a place that you'd rather practice today? If you have more in your practice where you want to go, grab a hold of the left ankle and then pull the heel alongside the hip, toenails on the floor, toes pointed. If that's cramping in your left foot at all, then maybe turn to the ball of the foot. And push through the right heel more. Tuck the tailbone. Your shoulders may be a place where you're holding on in a way that doesn't really serve you or the pose. Check in on that. Like there are other parts of our body that like to take responsibility for the pose. And they're not actually needed. Does this sound familiar? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, wash that out. And then inhale, unwind gently, bring left knee to chest. Exhale, step that foot to the floor. Spread the toes on both feet, arms to the sides. Pause. Inhale. Push into the heels more to lift the hips off the block. And then exhale, keep pushing into the floor to come down. And see if you can keep the shoulders out of the equation. Lower, 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 lower. Tuck, 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 tuck. Even more. So the back comes flat to the floor. Without so much shoulder or neck. So keep the neck relaxed as you roll over to your side. Push into the floor, keeping the head hanging. And use one hand to pick up your head. Come into dolphin. Clip up your hair if you need. Have a support for your knees if you need to as well. I've said it a million times, my knees aren't actually bad or anything, I just don't like them on hard floor. Just me. And P.S. shout out to Donna, by the way. Donna, you did practice with me when we were doing it on Pow How. And isn't our technology so much better now? Props to us, right? I just want to say that. All right, let's work dolphins. So come on to the forearms. Elbows directly under shoulders. Knees under hips. Toes curled under. Grab upper arms to measure the distance. So swivel your arms to grab the upper arms, opposite arms, between the shoulders and the elbows. If you have a shoulder and knee thing, interlace your hands, fingers, making one big fist with both palms. If your shoulders are super healthy, you can separate the palms, fingers spread wide. And in all cases, relax the neck. And take a deep breath into the upper back. Exhale, push the forearms and the palms against the floor, toes against the floor, and pull the belly in to get the back long. Tailbone extends behind you. Inhale, push down to the forearms, straighten the legs, lift the hips. If that was too much for you and you want to go back to the knees, go for it. The cues are the same. Deep breath into upper back. Spread it wide. Exhale, forearms push down. Hands push down. Pull the belly in. And push the toes against the floor. Really let the neck hang. And stretch the breath even more. See where you can get some clarity in the body by taking a deeper breath in. Particularly in those places that are kind of bound up with whatever story's going on there, whatever tension, whatever worry. Just whatever. One final breath in. And then exhale, come down to the knees. We'll work a dolphin, one arm behind the back. Bring elbows again to the floor. They might have wandered like everything else today, right? Right under shoulders, bring the elbows, grab upper arms again to measure distance. You can do this move with the hands clasped, or the palms can be separated. We'll start with a knee down version. Relax the neck and take a deep breath into upper back. Exhale, pull the belly in and push the toes against the floor. Keep the left forearm anchored on the floor and take right arm to the back and grab onto the waistband of the pants. That's the move for that, right? If you're going further, bring right forearm onto the floor, take a deep breath in. Exhale, push against both forearms, pull belly in and lift hips. Toes push firmly. Walk the feet a little closer to the feet and spread the feet wider. Left forearm stays on floor. Get it firmly down and feel the right arm lighten up. Take a deep breath in. Stretch the upper back. Exhale, take the right arm onto the back, grab onto the waistband of the pants. Take 3 breaths here. Those of you who are staying on your knees, you may need to take a break. Do what's right for you. Use your breath as your guide. One final breath here. And then release. Bring right forearm to the floor. Lower both knees. Move your knees back again. And let's set it up. Grab upper arms if you need to measure the distance. Swivel to the clasp or separate the palms. Those of you on your knees, you know where you're going. Let everybody. Exhale, draw the shoulder heads back, pull the belly in. Push the forearms down and lift the hips up. Push back through the toes. Those of you on your feet, walk your feet forward and wider. Keep the right forearm anchored on the floor. Take a deep breath into upper back. Lighten up the left arm. And then exhale. Bring the left arm behind the back. Grab a hold of the waistband of your hands. Push firmly against the forearm, particularly through the right thumb. Really try to get that edge of the hand against the floor. Relax the shoulder to do that. So let whatever's bunching up in the shoulder, take that breath there. Let that go. Exhale fully. And then release. Bring the left forearm to the floor first, then lower both knees. Embryo pose. Move the hips a little back, the knees, excuse me, and then the hips back. Arms to your sides, palms up. Rest forehead against the floor or a block. And take a deeper breath in. Move it into the places where you were working. Stretch it one more time, a little longer on the inhale. The exhale, move through completely. And then push down through your shins to come up. I don't do embryo pose when I do the classes because if I do, I'm talking in my mat and it's like, it's like a Charlie Brown teacher. So that's why I sit up. All right, so let's come to a standing position. We're gonna do Agnisara, fast and then slow. I know we've been doing Agnisara this week, so I wanna do it a little bit more. And watch me first. So for those of you who wanna sit Agnisara and you're like, what? You can, there's a couple of ways that you can do this. This is an all levels class, so I wanna make sure I show everybody the options. And you may wish to choose one of these options, even if you know other ways. Just try something different. So I have to take my clip out to do a wall thing. So if we're doing it on, number one, I definitely recommend that your feet be on the floor. I'm actually gonna grab like another mat so I don't have to move my orange one. So if you're doing it against the wall and you need to move your mat, please do that, right? So your options would be to do it in a chair pose against the wall. When you come in a chair at the wall, I also recommend using a block between the calves, all right? Feet are on the floor, back gets pushed onto the wall completely. Thigh bones are as close to parallel as possible with the floor. When we do Agnisara, the belly muscles actually have to relax, and so you can move them back and forward. It's a really great back massage. All right, so that's one option. If you don't have a block, it's okay. Just do it in the chair and feel for squeezing your calves together. You can also, PS, do the horse stance against the wall. But the principles are the same. You want to definitely get the back flat against the wall. So you can come into the horse stance, toes forward, tailbone tucked to get the back on the wall. Obviously not using the block for this. We'll do it in back traction, no matter which you choose, chair or horse. And again, it's a deep breath in, so watch this. Feet are active. Exhale out. Tuck chin. And then the belly muscles have to soften to get them to move. If they're hard as nails, they're not gonna move. Like, you're not gonna move. I mean, it just doesn't work, right? All right, so I'm gonna do this in standing, in the horse. You come into your position. Chair at the wall, using a block between the calves or not, and if you're not, just make sure that you're energetically squeezing the calves together. No matter what, toes are forward. And if you're sitting in space on the horse, Tuck the tail as though that wall was behind you. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Push down to the heels. Exhale out. Keep the breath out. Soften the belly muscles. And wiggle them. Relax the belly again. Take a deep breath in. Tuck the tailbone again. Push down to the heels. Exhale out. Tuck the chin. Move the belly. All right. So that's Agnisara. I'm going to show you another one today after I let my cat in. Bye, Vesper. All right. The option on Agnisara is to do a practice called gnawing. And that's actually rolling the belly muscles. So again, you have to relax the belly muscles, hi Miss Vesper, in order to do this. Looks like this. So you can do Agnisara, or you can do gnawing. All right, so we'll do 2 more rounds. I know you probably took a break with your legs, so come back into whatever position you're doing. You can do this at the wall. All right, take a deep breath in. Tuck the tailbone out to feet. Exhale out. Tuck the chin. Let the belly muscles relax forward, and then either move them around. You might even hula hoop your hips to do this. And we'll do another round. Take a deep breath in. Inhale to sit, stand up, and then heel toe your feet together if you're in the horse stance. I don't know that I've ever taught that on camera. Let's do some sun salutations. We're gonna actually go alternate them with B series today. So it might be time to take off a layer. Right, Miss Vesper? Are you gonna take off a layer, honey? All right, come up to the top of your mat. Clear your space. Let's do it. Bring your big toes to touch or stay wide with your feet. And actually, we'll do it with B series, and then for those of you Instagrammers, we'll turn it off after this, okay? Before we go into the B series with vignettes so you can come back on. All right? Let's do our suns first, and then we'll do that. All right, inhale, reach arms up. Tuck the tailbone. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, step the left leg back, knee down, low lunge. Flip your mat to pad the knees, reach arms up. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back, plank pose, inhale. Exhale, come down to the knees, draw the shoulder heads back, and lower all the way to the floor. By the way, if you are not doing plank today, you can do tables, all the way. Low cobra, inhale, lengthen the chest forward and lift, reach back with the legs. Forward fold, exhale, or just lower the chest. Downward facing dog, or come up to your table, stay there, or go to dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, right knee down, low lunge, arms up. Keep them low if you need to for your shoulders. Pause, breathe here. Exhale fully. Take another deep breath. Exhale, hands come down if they're up, step forward and fold. Inhale, reach arms forward, reach hips way back. Pause, breathe here. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step back into your plank pose. Go to table if you prefer. We'll join you. Come down to the knees, draw the shoulder heads back, and push against the floor to come down. Point toes. Cobra, inhale, lengthen the chest to lift. Go more for length and lower down. Exhale. Pick up to table. Go the rest of the way, downward facing dog. Warrior one, inhale, step the left foot forward. Hit the back heel down, reach arms up. Stay with your lunge if you need to. Hands to the floor, exhale, step back. Plank or table. Come down to the knees. Push against the floor to come all the way down. Cobra pose, inhale, get long in the chest. Lift up. Exhale, lower down. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, inhale, step the right foot forward. Again, use a knee down lunge if that's better. Arms can come up or stay low. Hands to the floor, exhale, step back. Plank or table. Come down to the knees or a full chaturanga to the floor. Cobra pose, inhale, lengthen the chest, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Downward facing dog. Inhale, step, jump, or hop the feet forward between the hands, halfway lift. Again, lengthen, be like cobra in the chest, push hips back, heels down. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, seated chair. And then exhale, go all the way back up, hands to heart center. Your hands can always stay on your hips if it's too much on your shoulders. Yes, it challenges your balance, but might heal your shoulders. Classic suns, inhale, reach the arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lunge, step the right leg back, knee down, flip the mat, pad the knee, reach arms up or keep them low. Hands to the floor, exhale, step back, plank pose or table. Come down to the knees or a full chaturanga to the floor. Cobra pose, inhale, lengthen the chest to lift, reach the toes way back. Lower down, exhale. Table or downward facing dog. Low lunge, inhale, step the right foot forward, bring the left knee to the floor, arms up or low. You choose, we'll stay here. You have a moment to make that decision. Breathe to help you get there. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, step forward and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands are low or they reach. Heart center, exhale. B series, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, plank pose. And table, keep your tables if you like. Lower through table or to chaturanga to the floor. Cobra pose, inhale, get long, get open in the back. Exhale, lower. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, inhale, step the right foot forward, pivot back, heel down. Stay with a lunge if that's better. Arms are up or they're low. Hands to the floor if they're lifted, step back, plank pose, breath in. Exhale, lower through chaturanga full or knees down. Inhale, lengthen through the tailbone, through the crown to come up, feel the chest get broad. Back is broad. Exhale, lower down. Downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot reach up. Hands to the floor, exhale, step back. Plank or table, full chaturanga or knees down, come all the way down. Cobra pose, inhale. Breathe and broaden upper back to come up. That's a cobra, right? They're actually open in the back. Lower down, exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, step up or hop the feet forward between the hands, halfway lift. Forward fold over the legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Sit in a chair. Exhale, push through the legs to stand up. Hands to heart. All right, Instagram world. I'm going to go ahead and switch it up, and then we'll go right into the B series. Alrighty? So join me in just a couple of seconds. And hey, Becky, Donna, hey. All right, I'm going to turn you guys off for just a sec. All right, and we're coming back. Make sure I get you guys. I think I have a pretty good position there for the, make it a little bit lower. There we go. Sweet. All right, YouTube folks, I'm definitely just letting the Instagrammers get back on, and then we're going to start setting up here. They're coming back. We are setting up for our B series. We'll do 3 pose vignettes, so there'll be 3 poses between the chaturangas. If you don't want to do the chaturangas, don't do them. Just step to down dog and move back and forth, right? If it gets too much. Stay curious, not judgmental. And if you just judged yourself because you didn't want to, like, I don't want to do them, whatever, don't worry about it. April Pucciata told me one time, she said, if you can't skip doing a chaturanga, I don't want to know you. I'll tag her in this later. She's an awesome teacher. You should check her out. All right. So let's step into B series. Grab a little coffee, grab a little water, whatever you need to. Maybe go to the bathroom. You take your time, do your thing. And then we'll come into it. Again, for this, you might need a strap. You probably will need a block. And if you didn't grab a roll or some kind of blanket to use as a roll, I forgot we are doing some low cobras over the roll today. So grab something that you can sit on like this, as we'll be doing some roll work. So if you don't have a rolled up mat, just grab some kind of blanket that you can use as a prop and just roll it up, or a pillow. Pillow works too. I'm going to use my roll because that's what I got. I do got it. Should start making these and just like mailing them to people, right? All right, so let's come into B series. Bring the big toes to touch or stay wide with the feet. You pick. Spread the toes, anchor through the heels, and start with hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in. Feel that breath spread in the upper back. And exhale, tuck the tail a little more. Push down through strong calves and heels. Be serious. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Sit back into the chair, into those heels. Pause here. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Again, feel for the cobra shape in the upper back. Think what a cobra looks like. Forward fold, exhale, step or jump back into your plank pose. Come down through a full chaturanga or your knees. Boat with a clasp, interlace hands behind the back. Curl the pubic bone into the floor. Inhale, lengthen and lift the legs, lengthen and lift the chest. Find the cobra here. Open up the upper back with your breath. Exhale, curl the pubic bone forward. Be that shape. Lower down. Keep the shape as you lower. Hands under shoulders. Push up. Downward facing dog. Come to your table if you need to. Or just join us. Step the left foot forward. Pivot the back heel down. Warrior 2. Warrior 5. Activate the feet. Push through the heels. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Draw the shoulders up. Draw them way back. Exhale, squeeze around the top of the spine and drag the shoulder blades down. Push through back. Inhale into upper back. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, drag them down, pull the belly in and down. Push through active feet. Bring your arms to your sides, palms up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze the arms against the body, pull the shoulder blades down. Give the arms another squeeze. Inhale, warrior two with archer. This might be where you use your strap. Have your strap in your right hand, reach right arm up. Exhale, bend the elbow. Bring left hand behind to find some other piece of that strap. Or grab your clothes if you aren't using a strap. Or grab your hands. Whatever keeps you in your curiosity. Expand the breath. Your awareness of that breath. Extended warrior with chest opener. Unwind the arms first. Bring left forearm onto thigh. Inhale. Reach right arm up. Reach it out to the side. We've been working this particular pose for a few practices. Where are you with this now? Where is your sensation now with the shape? When you come out of the pose, inhale, reach the arm forward, step into your plank pose. Exhale, come all the way down. Interlace hands behind the back, point the toes, reach the toes. Reach the chest forward as you come up. Be curious about reaching the chest forward. What does that do to the shape today? Lower down. Hands under shoulders, downward facing dog. That's on an exhale, by the way. Inhale, step the right foot forward, pivot the left heel down, warrior 2 feet, arms at your sides, shoulder shrugs. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, draw the shoulders up, draw them way back, squeeze around top of spine and drag the shoulder blades down. Push the feet down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze the middle shoulder blades together and drag them down. Push down for the feet. Bringing that front thigh as close to parallel with the floor like before. Take a deep breath in. Third stage, bring arms to your sides, palms up. Exhale, pull the arms against the body, drag the bottom tips of shoulder blades down. Pull the arms in a little more and drag a little more. Release, archer pose. If you're using your strap, grab it in your left hand, reach left arm up, everybody. Bend the elbow, bring the hand behind the back, grab some piece of that strap, use your clothes or find your hands. Deepen your breath. Again, feel for where the breath is expanding your upper back like cobra. Tuck your tailbone a little more to bring that arc out of the back and more cobra. Broad with an arc. Chest opener. Unwind the arms. Remove your strap. Bring your right forearm to thigh. Left arm up. Let go on the neck. Let the arm come down slightly and then maybe past the line of the shoulder. Gosh, something just let go of my left hip in a good way. Take a breath into that. And then release. Let's do another boat class. Bring both hands to the floor, step back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, come down through knees or full chaturanga to the floor. Interlace hands behind the back. Curl pubic bone against the floor. Reach legs. Maybe you do this for both. Take a deep breath into upper back. Maybe you lengthen forward through the back, through the crown of the head. Chin stays tucked. Curl pubic bone a little bit more. Then lower down. Hands under shoulders. Downward facing dog. Feet of warrior two. Inhale, step the left foot forward between your hands. Pivot the right heel down. Actually, I lied. Warrior one. Switch that up. Left foot still forward. But before you come up, warrior one the feet and then come up. For warrior one with brain cradle. Interlace hands at the base of the skull, like we do on our abs, and reach elbows to the ceiling. Use the hands at the bony protrusions on the skull to lightly traction the skull up as you exhale. Hold the belly back and push down to the feet at the same time. So you're moving up and you're moving down. We'll take 2 breaths here. With every exhale, the hips get a little heavier, feet a little more active. Use the arms to lightly move the skull away from the shoulders. Inhale to release. Come down to the right knee. Pad the knee for sure. Lunge heel to butt. Sink into the hips. You can use a block here. Put the left hand on the block outside the foot. Bend the right knee, bringing the heel up. This might be as far as you go. And you sink the hips low. Push down through left shin and heel. Yeah, I wasn't wrong with that. That is the sensation. And then curl the pubic bone forward. This may be as far as you go. If you have further to go, reach back and grab the right ankle inside or outside the ankle. Push the ankle into the palm. And then bring the heel closer to the body. Maybe bringing left forearm onto thigh palm up. Maybe bringing the heel closer in, wrapping your fingers around your ankle. Elbow points way back on that right arm. Heel comes forward. Curl the pubic bone forward to sit up tall. And sink the hips. Take another breath in. And then release. Lounge lunge. You can stay with that knee padded, but get a little longer in the back leg. Take right hand on a diagonal in front of the shoulder. Bend elbows slightly. Hug the left forearm in the front of left knee. And push the knee a little bit forward into the arm. Let the hips sink. And really let go of the neck. Then we're pushing down to the left heel. And re-engage the leg. Take one big breath through the whole right side of the body. And then let that go. Shift the hips back. Low cobra over a roll. So here's the roll game. And I'm going to use a block today as well. We did this in Wave Dancer the other day. And I think we're probably all doing a little more sitting. I don't know, maybe you're walking more lately, but that might bring its own challenges. So let's definitely work with a block between the ankles today, or whatever prop that you're using of that sort. And whatever prop you're using as a rolled up prop. Blanket, pillow, mat. Come over the roll with the roll in the soft part of the belly, hands under shoulders. Squeeze the block between the ankles. Curl the pubic bone around the roll, let the belly get soft, and take a deep breath in. Keep curling the pubic bone forward, squeezing the prop, and come up in the chest. Head is relaxed. Stay up. Elbows point back. Deep breath in. Exhale, curl the pubic bone forward, squeeze the block, lengthen the chest forward. Keep curling the pubic bone. One more breath in. Exhale, squeeze the prop between the ankles, curl pubic bone, and lengthen the chest to lower over the roll. Push up onto hands and knees. Move your props. Downward facing dog, inhale. Pause in your dog for your exhale. Warrior one. Inhale, step the right foot forward, pivot left heel down. Come up, pushing into both feet. Interlace hands at the base of the skull for brain cradle. Start tucking the tailbone now. Sinking in the hips so that lower back gets very clear and long as you move the skull bones up using your arms with light traction. Tuck the tail, push through the feet. Another deep breath in. And then release. Release the arms first. And then come down to left knee, pad the knee for lunge, heel to butt. Walk can be outside the right foot with the right hand on it. Sink into the hips and reach back to grab the ankle. If you're not working that grab, you can keep your right hand on your thigh and bring the heel towards the butt. Right? But if you have further to go, right hand can be on thigh, palm up. Reach back to grab inner or outer ankle. With every exhale, it's a curl of that pubic bone forward to lengthen the low back. The tailbone's going towards the floor. Maybe bring that ankle even closer, heel to butt, for the truest version of the shape. Its namesake, so to speak. Left elbow points back. Hips sink low. Find that cobra in the upper back. And release. Release the hand and the foot lightly. No rubber banding out. Bring left hand to the floor, diagonally in front of left shoulder. Right hand hugs knee. Arm. Push that knee lightly against the arm and sink the hips. Relax the neck. This is not a rolling to the side, by the way. It is more of a straight forward roll. I can get lost in this pose. I took it into the whole left side of the body. And then release, shift back. Cobra push-ups over a roll. Last time we stayed up over the roll. This time we're gonna do some push-ups. So grab your roll. Take the block between the ankles. Bring belly over the roll. Soft part of the belly is what's on the roll. And this might be where you're like, wow, I wish I went to the bathroom. So if you need to do that, right? Remember, these are recorded. Okay? So squeeze the prop between your ankles, let the belly relax over the roll, and curl the pubic bone around the roll. Inhale, breathe into upper back to lift chest, and lengthen forward. So it's lengthen and lift. Exhale, curl the pubic bone forward to lower over the roll. Lengthen to the back to lower. Curl pubic bone a little more. Squeeze the block. Inhale, breathe into upper back. Squeeze the prop, curl pubic bone down. Exhale, lengthen to lower. Squeezing the prop, curl the pubic bone a little more. 2 more like that. Inhale, breathe into upper back. Squeeze the props. Exhale, curl pubic bone, lengthen the chest to lower over. Inhale, breathe into upper back, squeeze the prop. Exhale, curl pubic bone and lower over. Inhale, push up into hands and knees. And let's come into some back bend options. It's actually a back bend series. So we'll come into bridge for 5 breaths. You can do that over a block, right? And then you can work into wheel for 5 breaths. And then we'll come back into bridge for 5 breaths. I think that's where we'll leave it for today. Yeah. So let's do that. Grab your sturdy prop, make sure it's nearby. If you want to take this further though, you can come into a second bridge with 1 foot up. I might do it. I don't know. Let's see. Make sure you have your sturdy prop nearby. Lower onto your back. First bridge, no block. Let's see where we go. Activate the feet, arms to the sides. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, push to the heels, lift pelvis up. Now we'll hold the breath for 5. You know what? If you only can get 3 really good breaths, go for that. That's better than 5 crappy breaths. As the saying goes, and I think I can credit Erica Mather with that one. Take a deep breath in. Push to the heels, scoop the tailbone. That's my 4th breath. You might be on your 5th, right? So do what's right for you. Come down if you need to. 1 more breath, wherever you're at. Push through the heels to tuck to the tailbone, wherever you're at. From here, either come up into bridge with a block. And if that's your move, I'd like you to use 1 leg up. So here's where I'm going to move that. I'm going to fit that with it. So you'll do 1 leg up for 3 breaths each leg. For those of us who are going to do wheel, remove your block if you've got it there. Bring hands to the floor by your shoulders, elbows up. Push down through the heels, take a deep breath in. And it's on exhale that we lift the pelvis up. Keep squeezing the inner elbows together, inner calves together. And expanding the breath. Lengthen the tailbone forward. I'm coming on to my 5th breath. And so I'm coming out of the pose and still pushing through the feet and the hands to lower down. I'm coming back to bridge using a block. For those of you in bridge 1 leg up, come on to bridge on a block. With every exhale, push the pelvis against the block and push the heels against the floor. The pelvis stay connected to the block. The heels connected to the floor. And release. Inhale, push through the heels to lift hips, and then exhale to come down. Keep pushing through the heels to come down with ease in the shoulders. Roll over to your side, keep your neck relaxed. Push into the floor to come up. Use one hand. Pick up your head. Seated twist. One leg straight. And I'm getting chilly, so I want to put my, in Forest Yoga PS, we're supposed to do our classes with the room about at minimum 85 degrees. It's normally about 85. But I cannot quite heat up my home to that level. Maybe you can't either. So in lieu of that, I usually bundle up a lot. So that's why you don't normally see me without a long sleeve shirt or some layers of clothes. There we are. Anyway. So seated twist, one leg straight, one knee bent. And then we'll come into side bend. A bind and a fold. Keep the right leg long. Inhale, bring left foot to floor. Reach right arm up. Activate the feet. And exhale, hug the knee into the chest. Push the knee into the arms. Pelvis into the floor. Maybe move the right elbow outside the knee, make a fist. Actually, we don't do that. Just bring the left hand to the floor behind. That's not actually the move with this pose, but this is. Take a deep breath in. Cobra up that upper back. And if your right shoulder is shoving forward like mine is, don't do that. Settle down in the hips more. See, Donna, I do all this crazy stuff. The stuff I tell y'all to do is because I do it in my own practice. Just saying, deep breath in to unwind. Let's come into a side bend. Lower your left knee out to the side. Reach right arm out to the side. Inhale, left arm up. Push the left foot against right inner thigh. Remember that move? Activate the feet. Push down to the pelvis. One more breath in. And you can stay here or move into a bind. Inhale, reach the left arm out to the side. Keep reaching with the arm to come up. Use your hand to pick up your head. So either keep working that side bend or come into a fold, which you can do actually in this move as well. Just saying. Plant left foot on the floor, right leg forward. If you're going to try the bind, bring the strap in the front of the shin and bring it alongside your body. Just an option. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, bring the left arm inside the knee. Turn the arms so you can grab. Inhale, reach the right arm behind the body to grab on there, or maybe you grab on to some portion of your clothes. Maybe you can get a hold of both hands. Again, if you're doing shoulder shoving, do pelvic rooting. Take a deep breath into the low back. Exhale, pull back on the navel, push down to the hips, spread the toes. And squeeze the left knee a little closer to the body. It's going to want to wing out. Take one more breath. Complete exhale. And then let go of the hands. And inhale to sit up. Let's do the other side. Spinal twist. Extend the left leg forward, bring right foot to inner thigh on the floor. Inhale, reach left arm up. Exhale, bring both arms to hug the knee to the chest. Give a light push of the knee against the arms. And this may be enough for you, right? If you have further to go, you can bring the left elbow outside the knee, bring right hand to the floor. Behind the left. That's more twist than my body likes on that side. So I'm staying here. Inhale to unwind. Bring the right foot to the floor inside the left thigh. Anchor the left hand out to the side. Inhale, side bend. Reach right arm up. Right hip down. To come out of the pose, inhale. You can stay there if you want, right? If you're coming out, reach the right arm out to lift torso, use left hand to pick up head. And you can come into a forward fold over the leg or stay working that side bend. If you're working the bind, strap will come in front of the shin. Inhale, reach right arm up, active feet. Exhale, bring right arm inside the knee. Turn the arm to grab that strap. Or maybe just grab the outer thigh, that too. Reach your left arm behind to grab some more of that strap, or maybe your clothes. Maybe grabbing the arms behind. Stay wide open in your feet. Wide open in the body with your breath. Inhale, release. And let go in the arms. And then come up. And here is where I leave you for your Shavasana. Take it. Don't fake it. Shavasana is where you integrate everything that you did. So absolutely get yourself comfortable. If you want more chest opening, my favorite, I show this, but I never get tired of showing it. You can take a prop that's a little taller than your pillow or your rolled up mat, or you can even use a block actually here and here. That's another way of doing it. And I actually prefer the medium width for this, although that's kind of better. Anyway, come to whatever's comfortable for you and come into that Shavasana with this prop between the shoulder blades. And again, I'll show you what it looks like. I like to start in this. So you see I have to move my neck a little higher, right? All right, so I like to start with my feet on the floor and really give a strong tuck of the tailbone. And then maybe I eventually will extend my legs. Sometimes not at all. Shavasana for you. If you want another version, it's to take the props and place them underneath the backs of your thighs, or roll up a blanket and place it under the backs of the thighs. Also a good choice. But whatever you choose, make it comfortable. My classes are free. They're a gift to you during our time of need. Who knows, maybe I'll do them forever like this. I hope not, because I want to touch you guys again. I'd love to be in community again. We'll see, but I feel like we are. Donations are gladly accepted. Thank you to those of you who have made donations. And the PayPal link is in my bio. as well as on Instagram, as well as will be in the description for YouTube. Thank you, and take care of you. We'll be back again at 12 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be doing a yin-yang thing, all right? Lots of love. Thanks for joining me.